Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before I start the video, I made a mistake in the 11th minute 14 seconds of the actual video to the 12th minute of the word of the 30 second. So what I said is I wrote A, I wrote D minus C minus B minus and A. This is wrong. So this is wrong. This is the right one. So this is the right formula for what? The inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix is the inverse of 2 by 2. That is the inverse of 2 by 2 matrix. This is the correct formula for the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. I made a mistake, so you can check out from the 11th minute, change it to what? D minus B minus C and E. This is wrong. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and this will be on the series of what? On matrix and determinant. So we know how to check for the inverse of a matrix. Let's take one example. You have to look for the inverse of a matrix. Let's say A is equals to 1, 4, 1, 2, 7 and you have to find A inverse. So A inverse, we are actually for A inverse of what? Of this matrix. How do we do that? There's a formula for that. So solution, the inverse of a matrix has a formula which is what? Which is 1 over determinant of A and the what? And the adjoint of the matrix A. So check out my series on adjoints and you'll be able to what? To solve for the what? The inverse of a matrix. Let's check out the adjoint of what? Of this matrix. And in my other videos I've explained what adjoint is. So we know the adjoint takes 3 steps. Step 1 is what? Step 1 is the minor. Step 2 is what? Is the cofactor. And step 3 is what? Is the transpose of the cofactor. Transpose of cofactor. So these are the 3 steps I will use what? To derive the adjoint of my what? Of my matrix A. Let's go on to that. So let me write here. Note A inverse is equals to adjoint over the determinant of A. Let's check that out. So that means the minor, step 1, the minor, A minor is equals to what? 1 covers this column and this row, I have a 7 here. 2 covers this column and this row, I have the remainder 4. 4 covers this column and this row, the remainder is what? Is 2. 7 covers this column and this row, I have the remainder 1. So that will be my step 1. Step 2 will be what? The cofactor. So which is what? The cofactor. So the cofactor of A will be equals to what? Will be equals to plus and minus of what? Of elements of this minor. And that will be the plus minus 7, 4, minus of 2, and the plus of what? Of 1. So let me write it small. Very small symbol here. Minus here. So here you have a what? A plus 7, a minus 4, a minus 2, and a what? And a plus 1. So this will be my cofactor of what? Of matrix A. Now let's go to the what? The third step. Third step is what? The transpose of this cofactor. Transpose of cofactor. Transpose of cofactor. So I'll clean up this step. And now the adjoint is equal to what? The C transpose. The adjoint is equal to C transpose. And that is the transpose of this. What is the transpose of this? Turn this row to column, turn this row to column. So that will be what? First row becomes first column. 7 and minus 4. This turns to column, minus 2 and 1. So this has to what? Take the what? The adjoint of a matrix. So now know the adjoint of this matrix, it remains what? The determinant. Let's check for the determinant of the matrix. Determinant of A is equals to 1, 4, 2, and 7. And that will be equals to 1 times 7 is 7, 4 times 2 is what? Is 8, and that is minus 1. So that will be the what? That will be the determinant of matrix A, which is minus 1. Then, since we now know that is equals to what? Minus 1. Is equals to minus 1. The adjoint is this. So the adjoint of A, 7 minus 2 minus 4 and 1. 7 minus 2 minus 4 and 1. Therefore, my A inverse would then be, so my A inverse will be equals to 1 over minus 1 and the matrix of the adjoint, which is 7 minus 4 minus 2 and 1. And we know what 1 over minus 1 is what? Is 1, is minus 1. So this is minus 1 multiplies 7 minus 4 minus 2 and 1. And that gives me the final answer. So my final answer is what? Minus and is what? Minus 7. Minus 2 is what? Is a plus 2. This and this is a what? Is a plus 4. And this is a minus 1. So this will be the what? The A inverse of what? Of matrix A. This is my answer. This inverse is what? Minus 7, 2, 4, and minus 1. Good. Next one, question 2. If B is equals to A, B, C, D, let me do like this: A, B, C, D. Find B inverse. Good. Solution. I'll find my what? My adjoint of B. Question mark, which I don't know. So what do we do? Follow the what? The step. Step 1 is what? B minor. The first step is the minor. What is the minor? That is what? So A covers this column and this row. I'm left with a D. So you have a D here. Can you see that? Next one, B covers this column and this row. I'm left with a what? A C. C covers this column and this row. I'm left with a B. And D covers this column and this row. I'm left with A. That is the B minor of what? Of the matrix. Step 2 is the what? Is the cofactor. So the cofactor of B will be equals to plus, minus, minus and plus. I have B, A, and I have D and C. Can you see that? So that means here will be what? D, here will be minus B, here will be minus C, and here will be what? A plus A. So that will be the what? That will be the cofactor of matrix B. Then from there, we can go to the third step. Step 3, transpose of cofactor. So in that case, my adjoint, which is equals to what? Of B, is equals to the what? Is equals to the transpose of the cofactor of B. And that is equals to what? What is the transpose? Transpose is taking the rows to columns. So D and minus 6 becomes D and minus 6. Minus B and A becomes minus B and A. You can see this turns like this turns like this. And you have a what? You have this. So this will be the adjoint of what? Of these matrices. Then from there, we can go on to this. From here, we now know that what we know our formula is what? Our formula will be the adjoint over the what? over the determinant of B. So we need the determinant of what? Of B, of matrix B. And what is the determinant of matrix B? It is what? Is by subtracting this multiplication from this multiplication, right? So that's A times D. You have a what? You have AD. B times C, you have a what? BC. And you, what do you do to that? You what? You subtract it. So you subtract A times D minus B times C. So that will be the magnitude of the what? Of the determinant of B. And this will be the what? This will be the this is the formula for what? For inverse of matrix B. Therefore, we can do that and what? And know the formula for the what? For the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. So therefore, my B inverse will be equals to what? 1. What's my determinant? AD minus BC. And you have a what? You have a D here, and you have a what? You have a D here, you have a minus C here, and you have a minus B here, and you have a what? And you have an A here. So this is how what? This is how you do that. You can see you have the what? The adjoint. This is the adjoint of what? Of matrix B. Do you get that? So, and from there we now know that you can what? Can find the inverse of what? Of any 2 by 2 matrix whatsoever. So you can use this to what? Get 2 by 2 matrix. Let's check that. That means using the formula, if A is equals to what? A, B, C, D. A, C, D. My A inverse is equals to what? Is equals to D, A minus B and minus C. From there, we can what? We can check out for this. So that means N assume T is equals to 1, 4, 7, and 9. Solution. My T inverse will be what? Is equals to 1 over AD minus BC. A inverse. So this is the formula we'll be what? Using. So let's check that out. You can see A, B, C, D. That means you what? You guys A here, you guys D here. So my T inverse, I'll put 9 here. I'll check for the determinant of what? Of matrix T. Determinant of matrix T is equals to what? 1 times 9 minus 4 times 7. 9 minus 28. And that gives me what? Give me a minus 19. So that means here is what? Minus 19. Then my T inverse will be equals to what? Very simple. That will be equals to 1 over minus 19. Because this gives me minus 19. Use the formula. Here will become, you put D, here you put A here. So your 9 comes here. Your 1 comes here. The 7 remains there. The 4 remains there. And you put a what? A minus. A minus C. Can you see? A minus C. Here is a minus B, here is a minus C. So this is a minus 4, and that will be the what? That will be the A inverse of what? That will be the T inverse of matrix T using this formula. So you can use the formula to get your answer, or you can do it naturally. But this is the formula for a 2 by 2 matrix. So just change the switch it and put the minuses of this. Let us look for that. In that case, let's do for another question. So let's assume we have S is equals to 10, 20, 15, and 17. Find S inverse. Solution. I'll just find the what? Determinant of S, and that is equals to what? 17 times 10 minus 20 times 15. So what do you have here? Yeah, this is a what? This is 170. Right? And what do you have here? You have a what? You have a 300. And that gives what? Minus 130. So you have a minus 130 for what? For this. That will be determinant of what? Of S. Minus 130. What is my S inverse? My S inverse is very simple. That will be 1 over what? Minus 130. Switch this. 17 and 10. Minus 20 and minus 15. That is the inverse of what? Of a 2 by 2 matrix. Just switch this, then put a minus here and a minus here. That is the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. Instead of going through the what? Through the actual steps. Good. Now let's go on to the what? 3 by 3 matrix. So I'll give only a single example on 3 by 3 matrices. Let's assume we have a matrix A equals to 1, 4, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1. Find A inverse. This, you don't have to use a formula, you have to solve it steps by steps. So in that case, I don't have to rush, I have to do it one by one. In that case, I'll do it as step 1. And step 1 is what? The minor, A minor. What is A minor? A minor is covering this place and covering this place. I have 1 minus 1. Let me do something here. I have a determinant of 1 minus 1, 0 and 1. Right? You have this. You can see the number 1 blocks this column and this row. So I have the whole of this. And in that case, that is 1 times 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0. This and this is what? Is 0. 0. So 1 minus 0 is what? Is 1. That means here is 1. Next one. This number blocks this column and this row. So I have what? 4 and minus 1. This number blocks this column and this row. I have C. 4 minus 1, 1 and 1. What do you have here? I have a 4 minus a minus 1. This is minus 1, 4. 4 minus minus 1, 4 plus 1. And that is what? 5. I have a 5 here. Can you see that? The next one. 0 covers this column and this row. 4, 1, 1 and 0. And what? And 0. So what you have in turn? You have a what? 4 times 0 is 0. 1. Minus 1. So you have a minus 1 here. Good. Next one. The 4 covers this row and this column. 1, 0, 0 and 1. What do you have? You have 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. 0. And you have a what? A 1. So you have a 1 here. Good. Next one, you have this number covers this column and this row. Column and row. 1, 0, 1 and 1. You have 1 times 1, 0, and you have a what? A 1. So you also have a what? A 1 here. Good. Next one, you have this column and this what? And this row. You can see 1, 1, 1 and 0. What do you have here? You have 1 times 0 is what? Is 0. This is a 1, and you have a minus 1. A minus 1 here. Next one, you have a what? You have this 1. 1 covers this column and this row. I'm left with this. 0, you can see, I'm left with this. 1, 0, 1 and minus 1. So what do you have here? You have, this is what? Minus 1. 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. It's 0. That is minus 1. Can you see that? Next one. This 0 covers this column and this row. Can you see it blocks this place? It blocks this place. So I'm left with 1, 0, 4 and minus 1. What do you have in turn? I have a what? I have a minus 1 and I have a what? 0. I have minus 1. Minus 1. Can you see that? This one. This 1 covers this column and this row. I'm left with 1, 1, 4, 1. And what does that give me? That gives me 1 minus 4 and that is minus 3. So I have a minus 3 again. Can you see that it's very stressful, but you have to follow the actual step. This will be the minor of matrix A. So in that case, let's find the what? Let's find the cofactor. Step 2. Cofactor of A. What is the cofactor of A? I'll put plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. And in that case, the cofactor of A will be equals, let's check that out. That will be what? Plus 1, minus 5, minus 1, plus and minus is minus, minus 1, plus 1. This minus and minus will give us what? A plus 1, Plus and minus is a what? A minus 1. A plus 1. Because minus and minus is plus. So you want a minus 3. So that will be the cofactor of what? Of A. Let me rewrite everything here. One minus 5 minus 1 minus 1 1 1 minus 1 1 and what? And minus 3. That is the cofactor of what? Of A. Now how do we find the third step? Third step is what? The adjoint. Next, adjoint. This is the transpose. So in that case, I'll clean this off. Transpose of cofactor. So in that case, my adjoint of A is equal to what? Transpose of cofactor, and that is this. So I turn the row to column. 1 minus 5 and minus 1. This go to column minus 1 1 and 1. This go to column minus 1 1 and minus 3. That will be my what? That will be my adjoint of the what? Of the matrix. Can you see that? Then all I will just for the what? Is for the determinant of matrix A. So in my adjoint, so all I need to do was to find the determinant of matrix A. So in that case, you look for the what? The determinant of what? Of A. You can see what is the determinant of A? The what? I've given principal amount of what? Solve for the determinant of A. So in that case, I'll store the value of this at the side of the board. In that case, I'll write it somewhere here. I mean, my adjoint of A is equals to what? 1 minus 5 minus 1 minus 1 1 and 1 minus 3. Can you see that? So I'll clean this off. This of A will be equals to what? To be equals to 1 1 0 minus 1 and 1 1 you will plus minus and plus. So I'll clean this off. 0 of this, I have a plus 1 1. So you have a minus 1 of minus 1. Minus 1 blocks this column and this row. So I'll be what? 4 minus 1 1 and 1 plus what? 0 times column and row. 4 1 1 and 0. 4 1 1 and 0. So the 1 times 1 is 1. 0 minus 1. 4 times 1 is what? Is a 4. This is what? Minus 4. Plus 0 times 0 minus 1. This gives me 1 minus 0 is 1. Times 1 is what? 1. 4. This one gives us a what? A 4 plus 1. Right? And this one gives us what? 0. Because 0 minus 1 is 0. That is minus 1. That is 0. Everything gives us 0. So this is a what? A 1. It's a 5 minus 5. And that is what? A minus 4. So in that case, determinant is equals to what? Minus 4. That means my A inverse is equals to 1 over minus 4 and what? And determinant of A and what? And adjoint of A. And that is what? 1 over minus 4, 1 minus 5 and minus 1. Minus 1 1 and 1 minus 1 1 and what? And minus 3. So that will be the end of my video on what? On inverse of matrix. So inverse of matrix is defined as the adjoint times 1 over determinant. Thank you.